AgSafe Alberta is the health and safety association for farmers and ranchers across the province. We are here to help make your farm or ranch a safer place to live and work. Farmers Care is about life-saving opportunities. When we take a second or 11 to pause and think about what might hurt us on the farm, we will make efforts to perform that task more safely. These letters represent common hazards on the farm and will serve as helpful reminders. In this video, we will look at air quality. Consider the following points and how they can affect air quality. Decomposing plant matter or manure producing poisonous gases. Fungi or rusting metal using up all of the available oxygen in a confined space. Generator fumes or vehicle exhaust entering work areas and buildings. Dusts and molds from hay, straw, grain, or silage airborne in handling areas. Chemical mists, fumes, and vapors building up in poorly ventilated spaces. Toxic gases being produced from welding and cutting processes. Dried fecal matter being disturbed and becoming airborne. When working in hazardous atmospheres, remember these do's. Identify the potential air quality hazards and any atmospheres that are or may become immediately dangerous to life or health. Wear the right type of respiratory protective equipment for the task and work environment. Have workers fit tested with the mask they will be using to ensure a proper seal. Ensure gas detection equipment is calibrated and used by trained, competent workers. Verify that exhaust, ventilation, and air cleaning equipment is working properly. Chemicals can create a hazardous atmosphere, so ensure that you are familiar with the safety data sheet as well as the farm's safe work and emergency procedures. When work needs to be done in areas with poor air quality, do not. Perform work in a hazardous atmosphere unless it is absolutely necessary. Work around air contaminants without proper respiratory protection. Use damaged, defective, or contaminated respiratory protective equipment, such as a dust mask that is wet or soiled. Assume that there is no risk if a bin or pit has been cleaned out recently, or a crust is present over top of organic materials. Use respiratory protective equipment or gas detection equipment that you have not been trained to use. Ignore existing or potential hazardous conditions at the worksite. Forget that conditions can quickly change and become dangerous. Remember these air quality tips. Move generators, vehicles, and running equipment away from where people may be working or taking breaks. Ensure dusts, fumes, or vapors which may ignite are controlled. Use exhaust fans, local ventilation equipment, and dust collection systems where possible. Where hazardous particulate is present, consider dampening down the area first, using a sweeping compound, or a vacuum with an HEPA or HEPA filter where appropriate. Ensure all PPE is pre-inspected, worn, and used correctly. Only wear masks that have been fit tested, and ensure that the cartridges used are the correct type for the mask and hazards present. Before starting work, ask yourself, what could happen that might injure or kill me? What hazard controls are in place to prevent injuries or worse? Is it safe for me to perform this task? Am I trained in the use and care of respiratory protection equipment and the work that I'm going to do? For more information and tools related to this and other topics from Farmers Care, visit take11.ca.